Hi, good afternoon, everybody. This video is to just stay daily abreasted on just current events and matters pertaining to heaven on earth and 7D. Even though it's still natural and you all would, as I would, having a new experience in energy, it's not going to be seen, it's more felt. And it's more of a vibe thing. It's, the unseen world or the quantum realm is all about energy of God. And so the vibration has to be about love, putting God first and walking within your mind, in your life, as having a clean disposition within your internal dialogue and the way that you think, how you process information at the height of, alchematizing negative thoughts as it arises, forgiving yourself and utilizing your mind as a means of alchemy, turning water into wine. And through that means, as what I had to do in the steps that I had to do it, it became redundantly fixed, a little bit annoying and taxing on getting frustrated. But once you put into your mind the perspective of, I must go through this in order to clean my spirit, in order to clean my energies, to heal from bad thinking I habitually have practiced thought by thought on a daily basis, all day long. So with that being said, it's tedious and it's taxing and it can frustrate you. But once you put it into its perspective, like I did not have anybody to tell me, then the reality of you cleaning with love and forgiveness is more of a personal thing that you can do, not to let anybody trigger you. And we do have up and down days. Sometimes we get sad, sometimes we get disturbed, sometimes we get angry. But put it into perspective, not to, as the Most High told me, stay stuck for too long in those emotions. And he gave me a type of thing called switch fast. Switch fast means like the light. You could take it off and on by your governing of your thoughts on what you decide that you accept to stay in that mode, if that's what you want to feel. Some people say they want to feel those emotions and then let it naturally subside. Don't do that. Try to start alchematizing, like in talk therapy. They told me, feel it, but then start doing productive things to get you out of a funk, to get you out of that rut. And that's the coping mechanisms of talk therapy that I started to adapt to my life. The doctor can't fix me. I have to do my part. Like when you go for medication or you go for help and they give you medication, you have to follow what the doctor's orders are. Similar to me in that regard as a psychologist or a volunteer of whatever it was as my peers. They have a program like that in LIJ, that the peers of people who were in there come back and they get a stipend of some sort of a service of a check. They have that at Sloan Kettering too, that volunteers in the hospital to help others. They get a little something, to help. So those peers that went in the psych ward, and just like Alcohol Anonymous, they have people that go and, say their piece and that they are alcoholics. And as they get clean, they can come back and counsel others to be more of an encouragement than other people that are regular, that never walk that walk of being an alcoholic. Same like people who have been on drugs. I'll more listen to somebody who had that experience than someone who didn't, still giving me good advice, but the incentive and encouragement of those who walk that walk and are clean and can give testimony that I can hone in on, to see evidently in their lives that they cleaned themselves and they're living clean and they're living happily and they changed and turned around completely to be better individuals, to care about God and themselves. A lot of times these individuals like me, of a family here on earth, have had a rough and tough experience, but they did not let it break them. They held fast to a higher power, a lot of us, and to take that power as well as inspirational, as I'm paying forward to all of you to, care for yourself with God first, because God does say to us, I'll never leave nor forsake you. But how is that if that would not interpret that God is with us, experiencing all that we are not so aware or cognizant that creator does? And I came to that very clear conclusion in God speaking to my heart, guiding me from a child, so that I have been throughout this process prepared for these very moments. As it wasn't punishment, it was preparation to be able to pay this information forward, to share with my brothers and sisters that I'm a keeper of. I am, and I took oaths from in heaven to come down here to volunteer for my also children. So that's what you all are. I'm the divine mother that woke up. I'm proud to say I'm at your service and I love you all And I want the best that I want for me, for you all as well. So that's why, please walk in the light as if all can see you at all times. Do not let another trigger you out of character, that even if they are expressing themselves, that you take it to heart so much you want to hurt their skin, that you want to fight them, that you want to do something to hurt them. Words don't hurt. Contemplating meaning of words and someone voicing the freedom of expression to say what they want, as long as they don't threaten you or anybody else, it shouldn't be taken to the extreme of someone being so emotionally unavailable or unintelligent to want to start hurting and lashing out with brutality or fighting, if fighting words has nothing to do with hurting skin. Okay, let's try to make that into a rule that we control and don't let another person outside of us get us out of character to the point where we show we're not mentally wrapped too tight. I think we all have integrity to the point where couth or self-respect is number one in these moments, that the matrix is going to get you. Whoever it is, it's so keen that you start seeing shifts around you and you'll get frightened. Trust me. God is not playing with us. So try to put your thoughts into perspective, to have self-control, that if someone is having a bad day or not, or whatever generalistic thing that they're saying, you don't grab at it as the means to look for trouble, as a means of a demonic, what it's called, that I have a higher meaning for demons, but a dehumanized way to find and look for trouble on a low vibration that makes people get a rise on being important, to show off that they can say what they want to say like I do, but it has to be meaningful to help. It has to be meaningful to put a lesson behind it, not just to start yelling out at the top of your head, saying absolutely nothing, just blowing off steam as a means of attention to try to intimidate others. We don't want those type of individuals here on earth no more. We do not want those type of individuals here no more. You have to be of a higher caliber, 7D. The vibration is in the air. It's lavender, white, and gold. So if you're not vibrating high, the faster you'll speed up that, happening to get you out of here. All right. We love you. Only heavenly residents here. Only heavenly residents here. We don't want people that are loose cannons and don't have no self-control and expect a codependency for others with their needy selves to pacify them. Is something wrong? That's draining. Get your mind right. Be an adult. Control your emotions. I don't want to codepend behind you to keep asking you if you're all right. Make yourself all right. Do what you got to do for you that knows what's best for you, not to need me so much to make you happy. I don't want to be anybody's codependency. Make yourself happy. You know what works for you the best. I'm not going to try to play this guessing game on trying to figure out whether or not you good or not. Do it for yourself. Shit, motherfuckers are so focused on codependency that you got to try to please them and make them feel that they are loved by you by making you feel guilty about what? Get your mind right. We're not here to babysit adults, okay? Walk in the light as if all can see you at all times, meaning there's nothing to hide. Just be yourself, be free, be happy. You're a child of God, and stop being codependent on everybody needing attention to feel important, all right? I love you all. Be well.